Today on DC News Now, preventing overdoses.
We can give them the information about fentanyl, but we also have to be real.
The steps Loudoun County Public Schools says they're taking. Rent-fixing scheme. Over a dozen of DC's largest landlords under fire after a recent lawsuit. Then curbing carjackings, a new tactic to track down stolen cars.
Stretching your dollar, the Wi-Fi you need for the price you want.
Plus parent hacks.
Life's hard enough as a parent, so being an additional resource is my goal.
Finding family-friendly events across the DMV.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us now with the latest check on the forecast. Damon, it's still chilly, but unlike yesterday, that wind seems to have died down, and that's a difference maker.
Yeah, the wind is finally not with us any longer. That helps, no doubt. And on top of that, we are trying to shake the bitter cold we saw across some parts of the region early this morning. We certainly have warmed up from this. This is where we started out very early this morning. As expected, those temperatures tumbled last night down to the freezing mark around D.C. and back out to places like Leesburg. Many other locations, though, fell into the 20s. Frederick started out at 28. Martinsburg, a very cold 20. And how about Manassas right there? You headed out into parts of Northern Virginia, 19 degrees. That is how cold it was to start the day. But we are shaking off that early morning chill now. Definitely still on the cooler side of things, despite plenty of sunshine. We had to really bring those numbers up after all. Right now, we're still sitting in the 40s, but there is a lack of any sort of wind. It was downright blustery yesterday that made those 40s and 50s feel even that much colder, but we're not dealing with all that much wind at all here as we begin this Thursday afternoon. And that trend is going to continue, as well as a trend of very sunny skies. High pressure is really settling in across the region here. But despite all of that sunshine, yes, we are in store for one more chilly afternoon with highs only hitting the low 50s. But as we roll on toward the start of the weekend, while that high pressure moves east of us, a southerly wind develops, and there we go, folks. The warm-up is then on. How much should we expect these temperatures to climb as we go into your Friday, Saturday, and beyond? And on top of that, it's rather sunny now, but could there be any rain in the forecast anytime soon? We'll have a full check of that coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. New at noon, firefighters put out a commercial building fire in the 600 block of Lofstrom Lane in Rockville. The fire has affected two businesses, the Soto Leeson Laundry Service and Motor Work Incorporated. There were no reported injuries. And new today, an Anne Arundel County man is facing charges accused of licking a girl's ear on Halloween. Police say that he tried to shoot the girl's mother. The girl's mother says that Cedric Paynes licked her daughter's ear while she was trick-or-treating on Dunfield Court. She says that her daughter then ran home and Paynes followed her. She says he tried to get into her home, but she stopped him. That's when police say he pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger. Police say that the gun did not go off. The girl and her mother were not injured. Payne is now facing assault and weapons charges. And developing now, Governor Glenn Youngkin now weighing on the crisis and the overdose crisis at Loudoun County Public Schools. And he issued an executive order requiring schools to notify parents of overdoses within 24 hours. DC News Now's Liberty Zabala was at Parkview High School. She has the latest on prevention efforts.
Well, Loudoun County Public Schools is making naloxone available at all of its secondary schools, including Parkview High School behind me, and they're training their staff to administer it properly to help save a life. Now, this comes after LCPS reported 10 suspected overdose cases across its 6 high schools this school year alone. Officials say 4 of those students were administered naloxone, 3 of those students at Parkview High School. The Loudoun County Sheriff's Office is investigating at least 8 opioid-related overdoses of Parkview High School students, 7 of which happened in just the past 3 weeks. Deputies say they have investigated 18 overdoses overdoses of Loudoun County juveniles this year alone. The governor's office says LCPS waited more than 20 days to notify parents of the overdoses. He is now issuing an executive order to require prompt parental notification. LCPS says it is adding extra counselors and staff to support students. It is urging parents to talk to students about the dangers of fentanyl.
20 days to say something about that is just way too long. And to think that the governor had to step in and tell the schools to do something in a timely manner, not just for overdoses, but for any incident that could occur there, that's too long.
And LCPS, along with the sheriff's office, is holding an information session which will include lessons on how to administer naloxone, and that will take place here at the school Saturday morning. For now, in Sterling, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you. Staying in Virginia, Prince William County Police are reporting they recovered more than 4,000 suspected fentanyl pills in October. They also say they seized several grams of powdered fentanyl in addition to ecstasy and crack cocaine. And in Maryland, Montgomery County wants your help with addressing the opioid crisis. Officials are holding a town hall meeting today. They're asking people to attend to discuss supporting those with substance abuse disorders, along with how to prevent overdoses in the county. The meeting will be held at the Montgomery County Council office building, and it starts at 6. An update this afternoon, the man found in a southeast D.C. trash can has been identified. Police say his name is 25-year-old Kwame Keith, and police responded to Fairlawn Avenue Monday night around 7:30. They say Keith died from several gunshot wounds. His case is being ruled a homicide. A $25,000 reward is being offered for information leading to an arrest. A 12-year-old boy charged in an attempted carjacking that resulted in a 13-year-old boy's death. That 12-year-old appeared in court yesterday after his mother turned him in. The incident happened Saturday in Penn Quarter. According to police, that 12-year-old and 13-year-old Bernard Tony Jr. were trying to carjack an off-duty federal security officer. Police say the boys put their hands on their waistbands and as if they had a gun. In response, police say that the officer shot and killed Tony Jr. D.C. police released a photo of the 12-year-old suspect Monday. They say that it's when his mother recognized him and called police. Investigators say that she consented to a home search where they found the outfit that he was wearing. Investigators say a gun was not recovered. Well, this is the first offense for the 12-year-old. He was placed in the Youth Services Center, and he's expected back in court on Monday. A Montgomery County police sergeant is recovering after investigators say that he was intentionally hit by a driver 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, Police Chief Marcus Jones provided an update on Sergeant Patrick Kep's condition. They said that Kep's legs were amputated, and despite the life-changing procedure, the police chief says that Kep still wants to get back to work.
He knows he has a very long journey in recovery and rehabilitation, but he still has a spirit that he wants to come back and still be a police officer, be a viable police officer.
Well, 19-year-old Rafael Mayorga is still in custody without bond. He's accused of driving drunk and at speeds of over 100 miles per hour on I-270 and swerving into Kep, crushing his legs. D.C.'s Attorney General is suing 14 of the city's largest landlords. Brian Schwab is accusing the landlords and property management software company RealPage of partaking in a rent-fixing scheme. He claims that it violates the district's Antitrust Act. Our Dave Laval is talking to tenants, and he has the latest on the investigation.
It's been mentally anguishing. It's been tormenting, especially for my kids.
Christina Perry has lived in 130 flats with her 3 children for 3 years. It's not been easy for this single parent on a fixed income.
It's been a nightmare, and I just can't wait to wake up and just know that this just was that, a nightmare.
Perry claims she has to pay more for utilities and rent. She says were not included in her lease.
A lot of times can't sleep.
Perry's mother, Sandra, lives across the hall and shares a similar story. So do many other tenants in this building, run by the Bazzuto Management Company. It's one of 14 rental landlords around the city sued by D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab. He claims those companies and RealPage teamed up to illegally raise rents.
Many of these landlords chose to go on autopilot and simply charge the rent that the RealPage algorithm created rather than on their own in a competitive way, competing with other landlords in the community setting rent for would-be tenants.
We did not hear back from Bozzuto, but RealPage said in an email in part, quote, "The complaint and others like it are wrong on both the facts and the law, and we will vigorously defend against it." Among the things Schwab seeks is financial compensation for those affected.
It would be a relief that someone else don't have to go through this no more.
We will get justice. We will get justice. And like I said, not only me and my kids, it's for a lot of people that they have harmed. You know what I mean?
Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Dave Laval, and the Attorney General believes that the rental hike scheme may involve properties in Maryland and Virginia. You can find a complete list of those companies on our website at dcnewsnow.com. Well, the Texas Rangers are World Series champions for the first time in their 63-year franchise history. They beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Rangers clinched the title in Game 5, and with the win, there are only 5 franchises remaining without a championship: the Colorado Rockies, the Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres, the Seattle Mariners, and the Tampa Bay Rays.